Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Monday evening. I hope you're all well and had a good start to the week. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back to those who have been here before. This evening we are talking breaking news, and I mean pretty much breaking news. I got this from The Guardian and it's only recently been put up on their site, and seemingly the regulator for Great Britain, the energy regulator, OFGEM, will announce tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. that all energy companies in England, Wales and Scotland have signed up to a code of conduct that sets out the practices that they should adhere to when fitting meters which are designed to gradually recover debts a customer has accrued, which in layman's terms is the prepayment meters. So basically, it's taken till April for something to be done about the very shady practices that were getting done right over the winter when people were really struggling with the cost of energy and getting forced onto prepayment meters. Ofgem has finally done something about it. And seemingly, suppliers have agreed not to fit these meters for customers over 85 or anyone with a terminal illness. Is that not just human? Do you know? Why would you? But seemingly they're not going to, they've agreed not to do that. Also, those with health conditions such as emphysema, chronic bronchitis and sickle cell disease, which would be worsened by living in a cold home, will also be exempt from such an installation. Now, forgive me if I'm misremembering, which I don't even think is a word, but you know what I mean. Wasn't there something somewhere that I read that when these suppliers were going to court to forcibly install these prepayment meters into properties to gain access to these properties to forcibly install these meters, weren't they supposed to be signed off in court? And I seem to remember reading a report in the media where someone, and wherever they were reporting for, it took them a while to find these claims going through, or these requests going through courts. And eventually they found one in quite a small court, and there was about 300 applications in one fell swoop. Now, none of these applications should have been for people who were classed as vulnerable, which you would think would be over 85s with a terminal illness, with a chronic illness that is affected negatively by the cold. You would think. But this reporter sat there, 300 and odd names on a list. The judge was like, is there anything? I said, no, Your Honour, no worries, no problems. Out of 300. You kidding me? So, anyway, seemingly now, do you know, in April, just when the weather's turning, Ofgem have now got them, all the suppliers in England, Wales and Scotland, to sign up for this pledge or this code of conduct that means that they will not do that any longer. Also, the regulator has also asked suppliers to identify where meters were wrongfully installed and to return the supplier to their previous tariff and offer compensation. So if you had one of these prepayment meters forcibly installed wrongly when it shouldn't have happened, then the regulator is saying that you should get returned to your previous tariff and you should get compensation. Now, I'm presuming they're not going to come looking for you. So if this has happened to you, please do get in contact with your supplier. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I certainly wouldn't be sitting waiting. And seemingly the chief executive of OFGEM is supposed to, or is expected to, remind suppliers that forced installations are a last resort and the code of conduct represents a minimum standard. I'm like, I think not. So that is the breaking news for this evening, that there is now going to be a code of conduct regarding forcible installations of prepayment meters. Now, how quickly this will work or not, I don't know. But I have to say the people, I'm very thankful that over 85s, those with a terminal illness or a chronic illness, are going to be exempt. I think there's an awful lot more people should be exempt, to be honest. I think there's an awful lot more people struggling. But it's a start, and I'll take that. And hopefully, if you've been subject to one of these forcible installations, if it was wrongly done, then hopefully you can get it changed. So definitely worth keeping an eye out on the OFGEM website tomorrow for an announcement on that to see just how it can help you. So I hope you're having a good night, and I will catch you later.